What's going on, everybody? You are watching the Jets Report by Chat Sports, and my name is Patrick Siepman, and welcome in as we are giving you guys my instant reaction to the Jets' 27-21 loss, where the scoreboard looks a lot better than the game actually was. The Jets were outclassed for majority of this game, had a fake comeback late, and I think the biggest storyline of this matchup was the coaching staff is absolutely terrible. At least they have been absolutely terrible for the first 4 games. Aaron Glenn, whether it's pre-snap penalties, not having your team prepared, just overall not looking like a well-coached team, it hasn't been good. Tanner Engstrad, I think he's been terrible since week 1. Steve Wilks, supposed to be a smart defensive mind. Same with Aaron Glenn. The defense looks terrible. Top to bottom, this team struggled, and I think the biggest reason for that was because of the coaching staff. They need to get better, and now you're one of the only teams in the NFL, with, as the Titans and the Saints, being 0-3 on the season. So it's just not good enough. But if you guys could, hit that subscribe button today. We will keep you guys posted on everything around your favorite football team, whether it's injury news, preview videos, whatever it may be. Who knows? Trade rumors. Jets might have a fire sale at the trade deadline. We'll keep you guys up to date on everything you need to know. So hit that subscribe button today if you guys haven't already, and help us reach 10,000 subs. So offensively tonight for the Jets, I thought it was one of the most head-scratching performances because as a team, you were able to run the ball pretty damn well. But they almost were just too committed to the run. I mean, tonight, you ran 28 times, had 197 yards on the ground, 7 yards per carry. If you would have told me that before the game, I would have said the Jets won 34-13. I would have said it was a blowout. It was an offensive masterclass. But they just stayed so committed to the run. And also, I will say that one of those runs was Justin Fields for 43 yards. It was a terrible play call. Like, that was him just kind of putting on the Superman cape, doing the most he can. But I just think the play calling was awful. Like, you clearly started to find some success late in that third quarter, heading into the fourth quarter, of going play action on first down. But the Jets, I don't know if it's they just don't have faith in Fields to throw the ball. And that very well could be the case. But if you don't have faith in your quarterback to throw the football past 10 yards, then he shouldn't be your quarterback. You should go to Tyrod Taylor. Like, if they truly believe that, and that's the reason why they're not throwing the ball more, then you have to make a change at the quarterback position. I'm not saying I would at all. I think Fields was one of the only bright spots on the team today. But it seems like their philosophy on offense is they want to keep the quarterback kind of in handcuffs. They don't want to open it up whatsoever. And I understand, Glenn, you want to be a run-first team. You want to be a physical football team. But it is just too often that the Jets offense, like, you got to be perfect on a drive to score a touchdown. Because if you're just running the football, you're dinking and dunking, you're generating no explosive plays, it just takes one penalty to screw it all up. And that's what happened tonight. Like, you ran for 197 yards on the ground. Majority of the time, you are winning that football game. But then what started to happen? Second quarter rolls around, third quarter rolls around. You know, you're having these long drives, penalty, 1st and 15. Then you get into like 2nd and 18. And if you're in those, long down and distance situations and you can't throw the ball, it's going to be a long night offensively. Now, also, I will say, Braylon Allen fumbling at the 1-yard line, that doesn't help. Like, you had a nice opening drive. You were able to find some success. I think their first 13 plays, 12 of those were on the ground running the football. So I understand, like, you have an identity. You have something you want to accomplish, but you got to be able to adjust on the fly. And this coaching staff has not done that. And also, one of my biggest problems with Aaron Glenn tonight, you got this dude returning kicks. Why in the world is Braylon Allen returning kicks? Twofold. One, he's one of your most important players on offense. Why is he back out there returning kicks with the risk of injury? And what did end up happening? He hurt his knee, out for the remainder of the game, may miss multiple weeks. 2, it's not even like he's the archetype of player you would want returning kicks. You want a burner. You want a one-cut guy. Is that Braylon Allen? No. So I didn't understand that. And then also, one other thing with Aaron Glenn. Late in the game, it is a 24-13 game, I believe. There's about, I want to say, 6 minutes left. It's 4th and 10. You are in your own territory. You have the ball at your own 30-something-ish yard line, and you decide to punt the football. That was waving the white flag. That's, again, telling me 2 things. 1, you think your defense can get multiple stops, which was idiotic to think that at the time since the defense has been getting gashed all night. And also, 2, you don't believe in your quarterback to pick up a 4th and 10. If you're going to want to win a lot of football games in this league, you got to have a quarterback that can pass. And the Jets clearly don't believe Justin Fields is that. And even when he was throwing the ball, it's just the same thing over and over again. It's like a little check down over the middle. It's, you're trying to find an out route, or it's a go ball to Garrett Wilson. And also this guy, stats look good for the whole game. He should have been utilized a whole lot more. Like, you weren't getting this guy involved at all early on. I'm pretty sure it was late in the third quarter. He had like 3 catches for 37 yards. Mason Taylor, positive tonight. He looked good. I like to see him getting going a lot. Obviously, we know he's a tremendous talent, so I thought he showed some flashes tonight. But we also showed this guy's a matchup nightmare for guys. You put a DB on him, he's too small. You put a linebacker on him, he's too slow. Get 85 going more, and that would definitely help out. But overall, the penalties were the biggest issue. Tonight, they had, pretty sure, 11 penalties on the game. Never mind. They finished with 13 penalties for 101 yards. That's just on coaching. And obviously, I'm not saying the Jets need to fire Aaron Glenn right now or even at the end of the season. It's just you give coaches a longer run than that. But it doesn't look good. And also, you haven't seen them get better week to week. At least as a first-year head coach, there could be something you're noticing week to week where it's all right, at least the Jets are doing that well. We're seeing that improve week to week. What have been the 2 biggest issues this year? Tackling and penalties. Tonight, they couldn't tackle anybody to save their life. You have 13 penalties. It was just bad. This is a poorly coached team right now. That is the number one takeaway after the first 4 weeks. What is the biggest issue with the Jets? It's the coaching staff. And I do want to talk about both coordinators specifically here in a second, not just Aaron Glenn. But you guys let me know your thoughts on this first. Why did the Jets lose? Do you think it's the coaching staff? Do you think it's the roster? Penalties? Whatever it may be. You guys let me know your thoughts down below. Why did the Jets lose? I'll get to more here in a second, but if you guys want to get a new New York Jets hoodie, they're on sale right now. Just click that link, chatsports.com/Jets hoodies. Link's going to be in the comments section and description of today's show. But if you guys want to check them out, on sale right now, chatsports.com/Jets hoodies. I'd appreciate it if you guys could check it out. But I do want to finish out my thoughts talking about the offense and just play calling here. Then we'll talk about the defense. Offensively, the play calling outside of the first week has been just straight up mind-boggling. You even take that Justin Fields 43-yard scamper that he took to the house. What happened on the set of downs before? Jets get good field position. Or no, this was the first set of downs on that drive. Jets come out. First off, you're down to 2 scores. Handoff up the middle. 5 yards. Nice. Handoff up the middle. Goes nowhere. 3rd and 5. Hand it off up the middle again. Able to pick up 4 yards. So now you got 4th and 1. Are you going to run the ball like you've been doing all night? No. You go play action. Fields booting to his right. Play gets blown up. Fields puts the Superman cape on. Is able to have a 43-yard house call. But that was still a terrible play call. Engstrand was awful all night. I understand you want to get committed to the run. I really do. But you got to open up this offense eventually. You can't just be so stuck in your ways where it's we got to establish the run. We got to be a physical football team. It's not working. You're not good enough offensively to do that. I understand. You're trying to be the Detroit Lions. And maybe this is the baby steps of becoming the Detroit Lions. But the personnel is not good enough to do that. I like the Jets' offensive line, but they're still a work in progress. Breece Hall is a fine running back. He's not Jahmyr Gibbs or David Montgomery. And plus, they're running those 3rd and 5 runs with Isaiah Davis. Thinking this guy was Barry Sanders. It's just been poor play calling. And defensively, you got sliced and diced by Tua Tagovailoa. 17 of 25. He had a clean pocket all night, hitting his back foot, getting the ball out to his playmakers. Producer Dylan says it all the time. Take whatever running back the Jets are facing that week, and he's probably going to have a day. Devon Achane, 20 carries, 99 yards, did his dang thing, found the end zone as well, breaking tackles all night. But the biggest head scratcher was this guy, Darren Waller. Darren Waller had 2 touchdowns. He mossed Sauce Gardner. This guy hasn't been in the league in 2023. We still got him in a Giants jersey. And, or that might not have been him. Ignore that part. But Darren Waller, 2 touchdowns tonight. It's just not good enough. He mossed Sauce Gardner on that 1 4th down. Darren Waller beat this defense tonight, which is something I never thought I'd say. And also, here's a little fun fact, 4-game losing streak to start his head coaching tenure with the New York Jets. Last Jets head coach to do that was Adam Gase back in 2019. Then Lou Holtz back in 1979. ESPN's showing that right now. Don't like that graphic. But Tyreek Hill ended up leaving this game with a catastrophic knee injury, so prayers go out to him. But even when Tyreek Hill wasn't in the lineup, like, defense still getting gashed. And also keep this in mind. Like, this was the Dolphins tonight. This score looks a lot better than the game was. I thought the Jets got handled. Even if you go look at the stats, you'll probably be thinking to yourself, oh, the Jets did a good job. You know, they put up 400 yards of offense. A lot of that was in meaningless football. The Jets just got absolutely dominated tonight. They're a poor coach team. There's not a lot of talent on the roster. And it's going to be a long season unless they can somehow turn this around. Because you gave up 27 points to the Dolphins. What the hell do you think the Dallas Cowboys are going to do to you next week? They're going to try to walk in your building, hang a 40 burger on you, and they probably will do just that. So I'm very concerned about this football team. Aaron Glenn, he's an easy guy to buy into. Like, he's clearly a very likable guy. He's a true football guy to his core, and he's somebody I want to be successful. But from what we've seen out there on the football field on the 3 Sundays and now 1 Monday night game so far, it hasn't been good. Aaron Glenn culture, it's a sloppy culture. Penalties, everything. So you guys let me know. Are you concerned about the Jets? Give me a Y for yes or an N for no down below. And also hit that subscribe button on your way out. We'll see you guys next time. As always, go Jets.